was sick and tired, living in a town filled with narrow minds and hate. They used to laugh at me, their children called me names. I would run and hide, feeling so ashamed just for being born. I was just a boy, punished for a crime that was not mine. Life ain't so easy.
Hello, hello, hello. And thank you so much for tuning in to A Spoonful of Comfort. I am Claudrine Jackson. I am your host for A Spoonful of Comfort, reminding you and me that in these perilous days in society, that we have to be the ones to give comfort. If we're looking for comfort from our leaders, we're just out of luck, as you well know. So if you can't give someone comfort, at least don't give them discomfort. And I want to thank the people who have donated to the Purvis Jackson Autism Foundation through Facebook, through the Network for Good. I want to thank the watchers who are watching this show. Thank you for the privilege of your time. It's an honor for me to be able to speak to you every Tuesday, 1:30, right here on WHPR. I have a very exciting show for you today. I have an exciting guest. So we're going to talk about one of the organizations in the city of Detroit that I knew nothing about, but I found out through this lady. So I want to introduce you to my guest. Well, let me talk about TechTown. TechTown, it's a Detroit-based organization. It was created to start, strengthen, and grow neighborhood small businesses and tech businesses across the city. It has helped hundreds of entrepreneurs to launch their small businesses. I want to introduce you to one of the TechTown recipients. They had a retail boot camp event, and she won an award. Her name is Catherine Nelson. Catherine, tell them about your business.
I'm the owner of Bouncing Around the Motor City. It is a party and event rental. We aim to be a one-stop shop in the city of Detroit for all party and event rental needs.
And I'll show you a couple of things. She presents these kinds of things. Do you do these yourself?
Yes, we hand make and customize stuffed balloons. We can put just about anything inside of a balloon and design it.
So she has really been bouncing around the Motor City. And I told you she was a recipient of an award. So this is her Kickstart Award from the Retail Boot Camp Showcase. As you can see, it's a big check. You talk about a big check. This is a big check. And it's made out to Bouncing Around the Motor City. As you see, she has in gold, hashtag Bouncing Around the Motor City. Now, can people reach you over the internet using this?
Yes, that's our hashtag that we use in all of our Instagram posts.
Okay. So, what else do you do? I see something about water slides, and you do the balloons, the water slides. What else?
We offer inflatables, water slides, interactive inflatables. We do prom send-offs, weddings, linen, specialty linen. We also do face painting. We do balloon garlands, walls, decor.
Can you share with us the pitch that you used that got you the big check?
I sure can. Hi, I'm Catherine Coleman, mompreneur, Detroiter to the core, and graduate of TechTown, Bill Institute, Prosperous Detroit, and the University of Detroit Mercy. When picking out a company name, you want one that captures the essence of your product or service. But I had no idea that I would literally be bouncing around the Motor City. We are an insured one-stop shop for all party and event rental needs in the city of Detroit. The majority of our annual 3,500 bookings are those of neighborhood opportunities, corporate opportunities, and also small businesses. We have a building we've acquired. We need the funding to get the building fixed. So we are currently participating in pitch contests. We did win the Tech Town Kickstart Retail Boot Camp, and we're going for other pitch opportunities. We're going to go through opportunities including the Michigan Women Forward, the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation, the Small Business Administration.
Now, I attended the retail boot camp event where there were 5 businesses in Detroit that were presenting money to new entrepreneurs. And that's how Kathy was funded. But I had no idea that there was anything like this going on in Detroit. It's Tech Town, and it's located on Burroughs Street in Detroit. And how did you find out about Tech Town?
We wanted to take the opportunities that are present in Detroit right now. There are so many opportunities for small businesses and entrepreneurs. So we began with Prosperous Detroit, and through networking and attending free opportunities in the city of Detroit, we became aware of the Tech Town program and also the Bill Institute. And there's also Grand Innovation by Lifeline. There are so many opportunities. And one of the business networking events that we went to, the guy said that the last thing in Detroit that should stop you from opening a business in Detroit right now is money.
Wow.
Because the money is here, the opportunities are here.
Well, I was very impressed and very proud to see that we do have something like this going on in Detroit. I mean, what better place? What better people? We've got very good people here in the city who have very good ideas, the energy, everything. So can you tell us how someone would contact you if they wanted you to handle one of their events?
We can be contacted through our social media platforms, which is Instagram, Bouncing Around Motor City, Bouncing Around one word, Motor City one word. Our Facebook, we have a business page, Bouncing Around the Motor City Party and Event Rentals. My personal page is Catherine-Rachel, Bouncing Around the Motor City Coleman. And also we have a Twitter, which is BATMC2.
All right. And what about prices? If I wanted, what age range? Oh, you said proms. You do every age range then.
Yes.
So what would I expect to spend if I contacted Bouncing Around the Motor City for an event? What would I expect to spend?
We aim to be able to work with all of our customer segment budgets. So we have products that range from beginning out at $25 up to the possibilities are endless. But we aim to offer all our products, and each segment we aim to offer prices that are available to all of our customers.
Okay. Tell us about your own children.
I have a 16, 5, and 3-year-old.
And were they your inspiration for starting this?
Yes, I wanted to spend more time at home with my family, and I also have always had a passion for crafting and decorating, and I did a couple favors, and I saw the opportunity that was present, and so I jumped on it.
Well, I am so proud of you. I've been knowing Kathy all her life. She's my bonus granddaughter. So I'm so proud to see her become this entrepreneur. And she educated me because I had no idea that there was anything like this going on in the city of Detroit. And I appreciate all the businesses that put forth the money to help the entrepreneurs, just as I appreciate the people that put forth the money to help foundations such as the Purvis Jackson Autism Foundation. Without smart, generous people, a lot of us would not be able to accomplish our dreams. And I'm glad to hear from Kathy that there is a lot available in the city of Detroit because we're a big city. We've got a lot of great people. I'm glad to know about that. So are you a year-round business?
Yes, we are insured, so we're able to set up anywhere that requires insurance, and we do work year round. We are looking forward to opening our venue at our acquired building so we can have our own locations year round. But currently we do have contracts and arrangements with venues where we can either host a party at a gym or a hall until we get our own building up.
Tell us what you do for the prom send-offs.
The prom send-offs are so much fun. We do the stanchions, we do the red ropes, we're doing the red carpet, we're doing the customized backdrops, we're doing the organic balloons. We're going to put your face and your year and your colors, prom colors, on these chip bags, waters, candies. We're going to give you face fans. You're going to have your chairs covered with linen and sashes, and it's just going to be an all-out good time.
That would be wonderful. That really would make the prom fun. When we finish with you, we don't even have to go to the prom because the red carpet, that is really nice.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to share one of my poems with you. And my poem is called Positive Energy. You know, when I do these shows, I like to share some of my poetry with you. And this is called Positive Energy, which is, as you see, we're all surrounded by positive energy. And parties are a good time. We are supposed to have a celebration. And Kathy's celebrations are not only restricted to small children, but as she said, the prom celebrations and all. So I'm going to share positive energy with you. How would it be if we could see positive energy? I think this is how it would be. How would it be if we could see positive energy, the energy that is the key to set us free and keep us young and well and strong and help us bloom our whole life long? Would it be bright like a light to help us make it through the night? Would it sparkle and shine like silver and gold? Would it reveal a lie we've been told? Would it lift us up above the fray and give us the strength to find our way? Would it help us not to guess if we should say no or yes? Now, I know you might be tired of me speaking of this energy. I hope that you agree with me, because wouldn't it be nice to see? So I thought about positive energy because that's what this all brings, positive energy. So tell us about your history. Were you born in Detroit, raised in Detroit? Tell us about your history.
Yes, I've been in Detroit my entire life. I attended Detroit Public Schools. I went to Custer Elementary off of the Lodge Freeway in Linwood. I attended Beaubien Middle School. I did 1 year at Shrine of the Little Flower, and I graduated high school from Murray Wright. And I then went on to get my bachelor's and my master from the University of Detroit Mercy.
I'm very proud of you. And I'm proud of all that you are accomplishing at such a young age. By the time you get my age, there's no telling what you will have accomplished. So remember, bouncing around the Motor City. If you want to give an event, bouncing around the Motor City, hashtag BATMC. So would you tell people again how they can reach you if they want to give an event?
Yes. We do have a website coming at the end of this month that we'll be launching. It's a 10-page interactive website where you'll be able to book your appointments, purchase products. We'll open up the avenues of shipping and selling online. And currently we have Facebook, Bouncing Around the Motor City, Party and Event Rentals, personal page, Catherine-Rachel, Bouncing Around the Motor City, Coleman, Instagram, Bouncing Around, one word, and Motor City, one word. And there is Twitter at BATMC2.
Thank you very much. So, if you want to have a special kind of party, remember, bouncing around the Motor City. Now, are these all outdoor? Are they indoor? Do you both, indoor and outdoor?
We do both outdoor and indoor events. By us having such a broad range and being a one-stop shop,
right,
we set up in so many different environments for so many different events. We set up linen indoors, outdoors. We do the inflatables indoors, outdoors, balloons indoors, outdoors. So it ranges on who it is.
Well, I am really interested, and I've been to a couple of events where Kathy had her setups, like what do you call them, vendor fairs, which wasn't an actual party, but she's got everything that you need. If you want to give something special, if you want to do something different. And I said, I would really love to see a prom send off because that sounds so interesting. And I know young ladies want to show off their beautiful gowns. Proms are different from when I was young. When I was young, we didn't have the prom send-offs, and we didn't have the limos, and we didn't have all of that. Of course, I was young way back a long time ago. I graduated from high school in 1957, before a lot of you watchers were born, but things have changed so much since then. So did you attend the prom when you were in high school?
Yes, I did attend a prom, but I did not get anything like this. So I'm just thankful I don't have like a little sister or a little brother, so I don't have to be envious of my parents going all out like this for them. But we have more technology availability now to do stuff like that,
Right.
so we can.
Oh, yeah, proms. Just about everything has changed. Society has changed greatly. Even our way of dealing with each other, because there's more division in society now. And I like to say that what kind of person do you want to be? Now, the way things are going on in society, now is the time for you to decide the kind of person you want to be. You can love the people who treat you right and try to forgive the ones who don't. You know, you don't have to see eye to eye to walk hand in hand. You can agree to disagree, and you can disagree without being disagreeable. So that's what I wish for society now. Now, my son, who is handicapped, and I've talked about him, 44, he still can't read or write or talk or live independently, but he wants to give comfort. There was a time when all he wanted to do was fight and push you around. And now if you say, I need a hug, he'll come to you and give you a hug. He even wants to give comfort. Everyone, and you being a parent, I know you give a lot of comfort because that's what mothers do. Whether we feel like it or not.
But it's actually also one of the aspects of my business that I'm able to give comfort to people, even in the most intimate requirements or needs of my services. I am able to give them comfort and assurability.
Right. So comfort is important. And it's important that we think about it. And a spoonful of comfort, a spoonful is the minimum amount of comfort. Everybody has a spoonful of comfort. And if you can't give comfort, don't give discomfort. And you can be the person that gives comfort. And if you're around a person who's not giving comfort, you know, there are some toxic people. You don't have to let their negativity enter into you. You might have to deal with it, but you don't have to keep it in you. You can get rid of the negativity and get back to being the positive person that I know that you are because you're watching this TV show. So thank you for not being the one that gives discomfort. Let me share another poem with you. This is a poem that's dedicated to my son, who for many years was hard to handle, and he pushed me around, and his behavior was very challenging, and I was afraid to even take him out for a while. So he grew up, he got to be taller than me, and his behavior improved. So one day he's holding my shoulders, and he's looking at me with the most beautiful smile. And I thought, one of the things that I learned from him is about pure love. He does not lie, cheat, or steal. Of course, he can't talk, so he can't lie. But everything about him is pure. So, a love so pure, he inspired this poem, A Love So Pure. A love so pure that I am sure it's coming straight from God. This kind of love comes down from above and right into my heart. Your smiling eyes were a big surprise that I never thought I'd see. So who knew that one day you would be smiling down at me? How could I guess that I'd be blessed for taking care of you? You've taught me a lot of things about how love can be true. I never thought the day would come when you'd be teaching me. But now I'm sure that when love is pure, it's unconditionally. That's one of the things that my son taught me about unconditional love. I thought I knew about unconditional love, but there's nothing like being a parent to really teach you about unconditional love and about love so pure. He loves me whether I've had a shower, no matter what my clothes cost, no matter how my hair looks. He taught me about unconditional love. And I always thought that I was the one that had to teach him everything. But I've learned from him about unconditional love. I learned about living in the moment. He's not worried about yesterday. He's not worried about tomorrow. He lives in the present moment. And that's something that I had to learn from him. So I know you've learned something from your children, or have you?
Most definitely. Children tell you everything that you need to know about life in their own way.
That's right.
And they tell you definitely how to live life because they're so full of joy and passion and just so excited. My kids bring me so much life.
You do. So this past weekend, I was out of town. I was in northern Michigan in Traverse City. And it's beautiful up there. If you haven't been to Traverse City, Michigan, it's right Traverse Bay, but you're close to two of the Great Lakes. It's beautiful. And the first day we were there, it did a lot of raining, but I visited it used to be the Traverse City State Hospital, and it was an insane asylum. And now it has been closed many years, and they have shops and restaurants and condos. It was a humongous building. It took up a lot of space. But it was very emotional to me because when my son came along, 1975 is the year he was born. And 1975 is the year they started closing down the big institutions. So in a previous day, my son would have been a resident of the institution in Traverse City. Also, I want to remind you about what a beautiful state Michigan is and what beautiful scenery and places that we have. The Mission Peninsula in Michigan near Traverse City has 9 wineries. We are a winery center. And they have 9 wineries, and then you know about Michigan cherries. So Michigan, you know, I've done a lot of traveling around the world, but right here in our state, we have a lot of traveling that we can do. I've never been to the Tequamanon Falls. That's one of the things I want to do. And the Pictured Rocks. And while I was in Traverse City, I saw a cruise ship that cruises around the Great Lakes. And a big cruise ship, not a little cruise ship, a big full-size cruise ship that cruises around the Great Lakes. So if you can get out and see some of Michigan, you'll be glad that you did. So it's almost time for us to go. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Kathy, that you can think of?
I would just like to thank you for this opportunity and also to let you know that I support you and your foundation and the things that you are doing and keep going because only as an entrepreneur you can only know how hard it is to get the support. So sometimes you have to be your first base of support and
That's
you have
right.
accomplished that.
Well, thank you. And I'm very proud of all that you are accomplishing. And if you want to donate to the Purvis Jackson Foundation, you can reach us at Post Office Box 04422, Detroit, Michigan 48204. You can reach me by email at Jackson Claudreen, Claudreen, Jackson Claudreen at sbcglobal.net. You can also reach me through Facebook. So getting out and about and doing things to try to help the less fortunate. You know, the Purvis Foundation is based on one of the scriptures, Matthew 25:40, that which ye do for the least of my brethren, you do it also unto me. And children with handicaps are the least of our brethren. And I was just devastated and depressed and upset about being the parent of a child with a handicap, because when you become a parent, you want your child to be the best and the brightest, and you want to do everything you can to develop their potential. And when a child such as my son comes along and you can't change the way they are, and I used to pray about it and, Lord, what am I supposed to do about this child? And then I had to learn to accept the person that he is, because he is also God's child. He came through me, but he did not come from me. And it took me a while to realize that. And that's one of the reasons for the Purvis Foundation, to help other parents adjust to their child's disability when they find out they have a child with a disability, because that's a devastating blow to you as a parent. And I thought, if anybody else cured their child, I'll cure mine. But it was not to be. But he is loved. I don't want people to think that if our children do not get cured, that they're not loved. He is greatly loved, even though he still can't read or write or speak or live independently. He has still taught me a lot. I've learned a lot from him. So I'm so glad to have had my exciting guest today. I thank you so much for tuning in to A Spoonful of Comfort. And remember, if you always do what you always did, then you always get what you always got. You can change at any moment. You can become a better person or a more intelligent person. You can study. It doesn't matter your age. You can still, you can always improve. You're never too old to improve. I'm telling myself that too, because I need to improve. There are some things that I need to improve, like neatness and organization and not losing things. So there are some things that I need to improve. So thank you so much for watching A Spoonful of Comfort. Thank you so much, Kathy, for being my guest today. And take care of yourself and have a good week.
When I was 17, I ran